We've all seen plentiful anti-mask Karen freakouts in a supermarket, but have you seen what happens when a Russian man freaks out about masks in a supermarket? It involves an axe, family, and actions that will get you 3 to 7 years in a federal prison. It's just overall some wild, wacky, and crazy stuff. The only backstory you need to know for now is that he was doing this purely for family. I'm sure Dom Toretto would have been his getaway driver if you asked him to, because you can't deny family. But his wife was denied service because she wasn't wearing a mask in this supermarket, so he took matters into his own Russian hands.
Сука, пидоры ебаные! Кто здесь? Нахуй, пидорасы, кто? Отходим! Пидоры вы ебаные, блядь! Хуесосы, блядь! Поработали! Сосите! Сосите! Совсем, пидоры! Уходим!
This man got so worked up and enraged over a situation that his wife encountered over a mask dilemma that he decided committing dang near a war crime is the right course of action. I think I might have enjoyed the part where he slipped and fell a tad bit too much. It just reminded me of like a toddler tantrum or a Looney Tunes skit. You just add some sound effects in there, and then you got a great episode of Elmer Fudd having a bad day. And on top of that, at one part in the video, whenever everyone's already evacuated the checkout area, there's just a stray old man that seemingly accepted his fate. He's just sitting there shopping like normal, acting like nothing's going on, thinking, if today's the day, I'm ready to go. Or maybe he's just completely unfazed because he's a tough old Russian dude. He does look like he's in the Russian mafia. He probably eats nails for breakfast and then wrestles bears to eat for dinner. Now I believe it's time for some backstory of this typical day in Russia. The backstory here comes from worldtodaynews.com, and it gives you all the backstory you could ever need of this situation. The woman you saw at the start of the video was his wife, bringing her attack dog back into the store to wreak havoc, to give them payback, revenge for what they did to her, not giving her service because she didn't want to wear a mask. Blasphemy. And the person recording was their son. And if this is a little toddler son, if like an underage child, if they forced him to record this, that is severely messed up. I really just want to understand the headspace they were in to be like, yeah, let's make this a family trip, a family outing. More specifically, the son's head. Like, what was he thinking? Let's go get some revenge on this store that denied my mother's service while my father wreaks havoc with his trusty hatchet. Like, I don't see a world where you could back up your dad doing something like this. It's just insane. These people do not deserve to be parents. They do not deserve to have the right to procreate. They should have that procreate card ripped away from them. Just imagine freaking out this much over being denied service because you don't want to follow the guidelines of the entire state or country of Russia, it says. Their guidelines, they didn't want to follow them, so that they decide coming in and committing a crime is the right course of action without a mask because they don't believe in masks. Even though if they would have wore a mask, maybe they wouldn't have got caught, and now he's getting sentenced to 3 to 7 years in prison. Moral of the story, if you're going to do something that's criminal, typically people wear a mask to not get caught. But hey, since they're so against masks, they're so against that lifestyle of wearing a mask, they don't even wear a mask when they commit crimes. And I guess that's a true anti-masker right there. True stupidity straight to its core. It says that the attacker was a 35-year-old local resident and he caused $100,000 of Hervinia damage, which that converts to about $3,700 USD. So he did a little bit of damage. He committed a bit of property damage. And what he's going to jail for is classified as hooliganism. So, you know, he's going to be in the jail cell there and be like, what are you in for, tough guy? Hooliganism. Hooliganism with an axe and a supermarket and a bit of anti-masking. Real tough guy. You know, yeah, stay away. I'm bad to the bone, baby. He's definitely going to get took advantage of in the shower. But it gets even better. The article states that this is not his first rodeo. This is not the first time he has barged into a supermarket with his trusty axe in hand and wreaked some havoc. This man apparently has some experience when it comes to committing some heinous crimes in a supermarket. It says the last time he destroyed a grocery supermarket, he was in the central district of Maripol. A criminal case was opened, but I guess they didn't charge him for nothing, so he came back for round 2. He said, if I can get away with it one time, why not go for a second? But that did not work out too good in his favor because he's getting put away for at least 3 years, up to 7. So, hey, you screwed yourself there, buddy. You screwed yourself. You got away with it once. You hit the jackpot. You won the lottery. But he just had the itch to go wreck another supermarket, and that'll get you every time. You can't go into a supermarket with an axe. You just... It's sad. It's sad that there's a rule, a law that stops you from going into a supermarket with a hatchet, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in, man. This whole thing just got funnier and funnier the more I looked into it. I was going to make a video about it, just seeing what the guy did, because it was so stupidly funny. I'm glad no one got hurt, by the way. I don't want anyone to get hacked up in a supermarket by this idiot. But hey, maybe he'll learn his lesson for 3 to 7 years for hooliganism. That's just a funny word to say. He's getting arrested for hooliganism. But never let that funny name make you think that that's not a serious offense, because if you ever get charged with hooliganism, it's apparently 3 to 7 years. Be a hooligan at your own risk. So there you go, there you have it. That's the end of the video. One might say this is the perfect anti-mask freakout video. You got a Karen who sicked her attack dog, also known as her husband, with an axe on the supermarket for denying her service for not wanting to wear a mask, even though it's the guidelines. And then she also made her son record it. And if he's underage, that's even more insane. It's really just a perfect storm when it comes to every cliche you love to see in a Karen freakout or an anti-mask freakout, just a public freakout video in general. It's solid gold. And yeah, that's all for me. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Just wanted to throw this in at the end of the video, if you even watched this far. There's this neat little stupid invention called pasta straws. Because paper straws aren't bad enough, getting that paper in your mouth. Normal straws are bad because they kill the turtles. Metal straws are just downright stupid. So, you gotta go for pasta straws now, I guess. From now on, I'm going to start collecting every one of my plastic straws, put them in this big tub. When it gets full, I'm going to go to the zoo and dump it in the turtle exhibit, just to prove my point.